And we rolling. All right, YouTube, your woman's getting that chicken back in. Just trying to follow up. Just trying to follow up on this how to make a 7-inch lip on the G-body fit. All the proper modifications, all the proper parts you need, etc. No disrespect to anybody. If your pocket's a little deeper, I'm gonna show you what you can get. If your pocket's not quite so deep, you're on a budget, I kind of guide you and let you know what you need. So here we go. All right, we got the wheel wood. I think that's 11.19 rear rotor kit. Long story short, I hate this kit for a G-body because it's not for a G-body. You have to make adjustments for this kit because this kit is it's not for a G-body, it's for an A-body. So there's a 1/4 inch difference on the back spacing, and that makes a big difference on when the time to put these brakes on. What I found out is on the frame, on the Monte Carlos UMI frame I did about a year ago. I don't know if you can see it. Right there. Hold on, YouTube. Right here. I put shims right here to throw the caliber back like about 1/8 of an inch, and that 1/8 of an inch helps. You don't know what I'm talking about. I kind of did I feel like the video was all over the place, me trying to explain it, but if you go back and watch that video, I'll put that link of that video in the description. You can go back and watch that video of what I'm talking about, how to install this wheel wood kit on the G-body. We got screw-in studs. I never had this never had this happen to me before. One of the studs was screwing back out. So I don't know when I tightened them tight or what. Is it right here? So I think that's gonna be one bite me in the ass. But I'm gonna put some grip pliers on this tip right here and tighten it up. What else? Moser axles. You can't get around Moser axles. If you're on a budget, you don't have to go wheel wood. You can go C5 Corvette. That kit, that setup will run you probably like $300. Rotors, bracket, caliber, etc. About $300. This wheel wood kit is about $850. I think it's about $850 on Summit. I think I can get it for about $820. Save you a few bucks. Like I tell people, you get it through me, you might only save $25, but if you calculate 25 here, 50 here, 70 here, 20 here, 10 here, through the whole build, at the end of the build, you've been to save a few $1,000s because this stuff adds up quick, man. So, Moser axles, custom Moser axles is like $365, I think. But I can get them for a little cheaper, save you about 30, 40 bucks on it. So there's no way around the Moser axles. You got to get the Moser axles. Viking coilovers. If you're on a budget, you don't have to go Viking coilovers. Regular shocks will work. If you're on a budget, regular shocks will work. These are UMI control arms. These call it I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, rotted joint. I've been using them for years. I love them. They're adjustable. And they swivel to give the rear end a little play. So he got those lower and upper. Control arms. If you cut it the way I cut this one, and I kind of wish I didn't cut it the way I cut it, but it still worked, but it just made it a little tight for the wheel wood, because you can see when I put the carb on the lift, I'll show that. But okay, if you cut it the way I cut it, I took 1.5 inches off the rear on each side. If you cut it the way I cut it, stock control arms will work. Stock G-body control arms, if you're on a budget, will work. These control arms, these rider joints, they about $400 a pair. Plus the top, you might be $600-700. Don't quite quote me. I don't have the price right off the top of my head. Okay, if you can't afford those, money a little tight, you can't get those. Stock gbody control arms will work, or you can go use the UMI stock replacements. They just tubular and they polyurethane bushes on both sides. Or you can even use I used them way back in the day. The Speedway box control arms. The only thing about the Speedway box control arms, they was designed for racing, so they don't have the bolt holes for the rear sway bar. You got a little slight ingenuity. You don't have to be a rocket scientist. You can drill those holes, put a sleeve through it, put a sleeve through it, a tube sleeve, not a tube sleeve, but I forgot. It's a sleeve. You can put a little metal sleeve through it. That way, when you putting the bolts through it, it helps you so you don't be crushing the metal. And put some bolts in it and call it a day. So you can do that. I throw a picture of those Speedway arms. I'm kind of jumping too fast. The lower control arms of the Speedway will work. There's no way getting around the upper adjustable. Now, we have upper rided. You don't have to use the upper rided. You can use the polyurethane ones. Those about $220 if I'm mistaken. I think those about $260. So you can get away with the polyurethane adjustable upper control arms. Stock gbody control arms if you're on a budget. Regular shocks if you're on a budget. Another thing I should have did, I wish I could have did, I didn't quite have the time I would have. My calculations was a slight off, so it made my wheel wood set up pretty tight to the back of those to the UMI bracket, etc. What I wanted to do was I wanted to cut the control arms off and push them over probably about an inch or a half inch or something like that. That gave me a little more room with my wheel wood on the backside, which you can see she tight. I'll show that video. I mean, it's not going nowhere. I mean, it's not like the brakes move side to side. Once they there, they don't move. They're stationary. So, but I did want to move the control arm over. There's two ways I could have did that. I could have moved the control arm over, or when I made the cut, I could have just cut it here in the middle, put my clamp on and cut it. Took the inch and a half off, cut it, and moved this back to that, and that would have solved that problem. That wouldn't have never moved none of my brake stuff closer in that way. So there's a few different ways to do it. I'm not gonna. I guess I could say there's really no wrong or right way. I mean, it is a wrong way, but it's about two or three different ways you could have went about cutting this, and I'm just letting you know. Oh, excuse me, YouTube. Your boy Ty. Your boy been getting it in. I think that's it. I'm gonna show you. Oh, frame notch. I use the UMI kit. I usually don't use the UMI kit. I got a plasma cutter, so I just cut the stock one. The stock one fits back. The stock piece fits back in between. The only thing I don't like about this UMI, when I use this UMI one on Memphis mic frame, only thing I don't like about the UMI one, it makes the job a little faster. But if you're doing the frame on the body, now you got to weld up top. It kind of it's a little harder to weld versus. Sorry, YouTube. A little harder to weld versus when the weld right here in front of you versus top and bottom. Right here, I kind of dropped that back a little too much. Right here in this corner, when you shorten the rear, your wheel will hit right here. It looks like on some guy got a car at the shop, he put some roaches on it. It's rubbing in this corner back here, and he don't even have a stock. I mean, he don't even have a shortened rear. It's just a standard, I think, a 5.5 lip or something like that. And he rubbing in his corner. So when you shorten the rear, when you draw it in, that's gonna make you rub right here in this corner for sure. So I usually just drop it back about an inch. It really don't need to be dropped back that much. It was kind of hard to get the cut. So you really could drop it back about a 1/2 inch, but an inch won't hurt. So that's what we got. Sprayed the frame with Town Coat Chastity Monocoat. I mean, not Monocoat, I'm sorry. Town Coat Chastity Chastity paint. HB Chastity paint, I'm sorry. But I fade back when I get it all on four wheels. Show you the frame, the front frame notch, and that'll be YouTube. We're almost getting over now. Yo, what up, YouTube? Your boy, Mr. Getting there, checking in. We back, man. Faded back, man. Just wanted to take y'all a little quick glance under the bottom, man. I think I did that already. I just wanted to finish following up, talking about what we did for to get the frame, get the 7-inch lip. Oh, I forgot what the back spacing was. Yeah. Nasty. I went ahead and rolled the quarter lip. I didn't need to, but the way this rigger kind of slant down across the back, I mean, the wheel well, look like kind of like right between right here is gonna rub. So from right here all the way around to the other boat, I went ahead and rolled the quarter. Viking car lows, like I say, if you're not able to afford Viking, or here, you're just too cheap. Yeah, some people can afford what they want for it. If you're too cheap to run Viking, just run stocks. 1.5 inches. I shorten the rear end 1.5 inches. I'm gonna have to get you the measurements on the back spacing, but as long as it's made for drums, the wheel made for drums, you good. Got the whole UMI set up, everything painted on the bottom with Town Coat HB Chastity paint, and that's it, YouTube. Car lowers. I thought I was going to raise them up a little bit, but I'm not. What else, YouTube? I think that's it, man. That's it. Like I said, on the 1 inch, 1.5 inches on the wheel wood, it got it a little tight against the coilover bracket, but it's 2 ways you can get around that. Mount the coilover bracket on the rear, put the coilover straight up, or you can cut the lower control arm off and move it over. That's only on 1.5 inches with these. If you got like Brembros or C5 Corvette, you'll have plenty of run back there. Cause it's just the way the Brembro, it's the way the wheel wood drops the caliber back. So I think this was my first time doing it with the wheel wood brake setup. So it's a little different, but like I said, it's a little snug, but like I tell people, these parts don't move side to side or up and down, so it's good. If it's a little snug, it's okay. But like I said, I could have mounted the shocks up and down, but we're gonna take advantage of this UMI bracket. This is expensive UMI bracket, so we ain't want to take that off. So, and that's the YouTube 1.5 inch Moser axles. I forgot the length of the Moser axles. Don't ask me. If you want to place your order with me for the Moser axles, I got you. And that's it, man. Boy, Mr. Getting in over and out. Rolling. One more other thing, YouTube, I forgot. With the video. I was saying you can run regular shocks, shorten that rear end 1.5 inches. You will be hitting your shocks. Now maybe you might be okay if you're running some small calibers like some C5, but you will need to throw the caliber, make you some kind of like caliber relocate bracket like we do on the C5 or the 2000 Camaro. So you will need to throw the shock out, man. I'm trying to make it budget friendly, but it is what it is. Run coilovers, be done, man. But he already had this bracket. This bracket pretty expensive. So so if he didn't have that, I would have mounted the shock up high and brought it straight down, welded the bracket onto the rear end. That's what I would have done. But he already had that expensive bracket. So wanted to make do of his expensive bracket. And what else? That's it, YouTube. I think that's it, man. You got any questions, man, hit the comments. I've been a little slow commenting, but I'll hit you back, man. Got any comments on what all you need, blah, blah, blah. Excuse me, YouTube. Been rolling like 18-wheeler, no rest. But your boy Mr. Getting Over and out. What up, YouTube? It's your boy Mr. Getting There, checking in on a quick update, man. 87 Grand National, man. Suspension, shorten the rearend. Talked about it later in this video. Shorten the rearend, car loads all 4 corners. Shorten the rearend. Full front frame notch for the full turn. Flip y'all around, man. Alright, YouTube. Got the full turn, man. Full turn. I got the stance right, man. Stance is perfect. I could have went 2 inches, and I wouldn't have had to roll the quarter lips. But he was trying to not do a mini tub because he was kind of pushed for time. He didn't want to do a mini tub that was gonna hold him up, and so therefore I went 1.5 inches. It was close on the quarter, but I had to roll a quarter. I think I might need to. There we go. I think I might need to roll it down just a little bit more to about right there. I'm hoping I don't have to, cause gotta take the wheel off, man. But that's what we got though, YouTube. I think the stance is correct on it. I think the stance is correct. Tell me what y'all think, man. Full frame, full wheel turn, man. Yeah. Everybody know wheels hit the sway bar. Take the sway bar off, you can get another inch or so on a turning radius, but then you taking out your sway bar for to stabilize your front end. So on the time you really need to take out your front sway bar because you got a race car. This ain't a race car. Just an everyday street car. I'm gonna jump in and cruise to Miami, cruise to Chicago, wherever you want to cruise to. So no need of taking out the front sway bar. So therefore, that's the most of the turning radius he gonna get, man. But that's it though, YouTube. I had a lot of detailed footage on this video about this car. I cracked my phone. I wasn't using the GoPro, and so I cracked my phone, and I lost that footage until I get that screen fixed. Cause I had a lot of family videos and pictures in that phone, so I will get the screen fixed. So it won't be no time soon. Cause if you know me, I'm cheap. So hey, that footage might be lost. I guess. Over and out. Appreciate y'all, man. Got more hot footage coming for y'all. Stay locked, man. Appreciate all the support, man. Your boy must get in there over and out. Focus, focus, focus. No wheel tub, no mini tub. Customers trying to get away with our one. $24 by $11. Front frame notch. High limit, baby. Get in there, customers, man.